Grand Rising fam, Assalamu alaikum. It is officially Shawwal and Ramadan was so amazing. I did not really vlog or upload anything during Ramadan because I was just so focused on getting what I needed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I hope you all had an amazing Ramadan as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some of the prep work that I did and sprinkle in sometime this week or in the next coming weeks some more videos of our beautiful Ramadan this year. I hope you enjoy, and if you are not subscribed, please subscribe and join the family, like and share, and I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy this video. Peace. All right, y'all, first part of the first prep cook chicken is going in. I have 3 chicken breasts in here, and I have a whole package of drumsticks. And then I added some Himalayan sea salt, cayenne pepper, turmeric, cumin, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and basil. I put some rosemary in my grinder, not my grinder, but my mortar, and ground it down, added that. There's celery, orange and green bell pepper, some red onion, and some garlic. I added 5 cups of water, and now I'm gonna turn it on. And let's see, I wanted to cook on low for 8 hours. This is my first time using my crock pot. I'm gonna put the lid on, and there you go. It's gonna cook for 8 hours. And it's automatically going to turn to warm when it's finished. Ooh, I just got home and look at this. How amazing. Ooh, look at that. Falling off the bone. There's the drumsticks. I bet you at the bottom, look, the chicken breast is kind of like falling apart, and that's what I want because I'm gonna make egg rolls with these. Oh my goodness, how amazing is that? I'm gonna try and keep some of the bone on some of this meat, but if not, I'm gonna make some sambusas as well, some chicken sambusas or some chicken soup. Maybe I'll just make chicken soup with this. Chicken soup and egg rolls. And I'm gonna take these vegetables and let them cool off, and I'm also gonna add these vegetables to the soup. Oh my goodness, it smells so good, y'all. So it's done. I'm gonna show you guys. So this is the chicken breast, and I just shredded it up by hand so that I can make the egg rolls, like I said. So I'm gonna make a whole bunch of egg rolls with this, and then this right here is for the chicken soup. I have egg noodles, and I also have a bunch of rice, so I might, you know, we might have like egg noodle, chicken noodle soup, and then another night we may have just like chicken with broth and rice. So that's that. I'm gonna sit this in the refrigerator and let this solidify, and then I'm gonna put it in a freezer bag. It'll be easier to transfer over to a freezer bag once it's nice and cold. And this is the broth. As you can see, there's still some seasoning settling at the bottom. There are some vegetables in there. These are old Martinelli apple juice glass bottles that I always keep. And I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. Now I have my own chicken broth. Booyah. So this is the part that was the most tedious, is prepping everything in advance. And if you are a solo parent, you know how much labor goes into prep work, especially if you are like batch cooking, like I am for Ramadan. It is a laborious job, but I love it so much because I love cooking. So I have my different colored bell peppers here, my organic red onions, my organic red cabbage, some celery, and this is, I believe that is cilantro that's in there that I washed and wrapped in the paper towel just to keep it from spoiling. And then I had some scallions there. So that is all of my pre-washed vegetables. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut up this huge cabbage. And this cabbage is going to, some of it is going to be frozen and kept in the freezer, of course, half of it. And then some of it is going to be used for like my soup, and some is going to be used for my egg rolls. I don't eat cabbage that often, so I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to be angling this cabbage to shred it up. I'm just going off the top of my dome and doing whatever. And later on, you will see that I then realized that I was shredding it incorrectly, and I will start shredding it the proper way. I know this video is kind of long, but if you guys love cooking like I do, then you would definitely like watching my cooking videos. I just absolutely love the whole process of cooking. When I was in my 20s, I would watch the Food Work Network channel like every single day. I would watch the Food Wars, like Chopped, Paula Deen, Rachel Ray, 30-Minute Meals, like so many, Sarah, like so many, Tyler. I just love the Cooking Network, and I learned how to prep. I learned semi homemade meals. I mean, I just got so many amazing tips and tricks from learning from watching the Food Network. So I hope that you guys are enjoying these kinds of videos. Let me know in the comments if you guys enjoy these videos, and if you have tried any of the like recipes that I've ever posted, or if they've ever given you any motivation to do some prep cooking on your own. We do like to eat clean as much as possible, and sometimes life just starts lifing, y'all. And I'm just gonna be perfectly honest, like it gets a little bit challenging if I don't get ahead of it, stay ahead of my prep cooking. I could fall behind and get back into the slump of just like ordering food. But even when we do order out, when we order takeout, we try to get things that are as clean as possible. Like we love to eat sushi, and we go to Koi Japanese quite often. We went a lot during Ramadan, and yeah, I just treated the children and loved on them as much as I could, just taking them out on dates and just having a really, really good time. Now you guys can see how I'm shredding it, and I figured out, oh my goodness, this is how it's supposed to be shredded. The long way, right? And thinly, so that when I make the egg rolls, everything is going to be in small pieces and edible and yummy. So now you can see the difference between the chunkier pieces and the smaller, the thin sliced portions that are going to go into the egg rolls. The thicker pieces, the chunkier ones, I'm actually going to use those. Those are going to be perfect for the soup. And at the beginning of this video, you guys saw that I was preparing some soup, just the making the fresh homemade chicken broth, and really making sure that that meat was very tender, right? The vegetables, the onions, the celery, all of those things were very tender. And it's going to make for a very yummy, scrumptious soup. So I'm just speeding this part up. And as you can see, this one cabbage is like, it's a lot, you guys. I was able to get a lot out of this cabbage. Like I froze half of this cabbage. It's still in my freezer right now for a later date. And those chunkier pieces are going into my soup, as I discussed before. And I am a strong believer. I was raised by my grandma and my mother to always cook and clean at the same time. Like the best cook has you know, the cleanest kitchen. Why wait until the end to clean up your kitchen? Like clean as you go. That is our motto. Can y'all imagine how tired I was by the end of this day? Like just having to slice these thin little pieces of carrot by hand. I don't have a carrot slicer. I know what you're thinking. Like, seriously, girl, you did this all by hand? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I did. And I love to put my whole heart, right? Back in the day, we would say, "Oh, girl, you put your foot in that." Like, yes, I put all of my toes up in these dishes. Like, it was a labor of love for sure, y'all. I took my time. I made sure I got enough rest the day before because I knew that this was going to be a long day of just prepping everything before Ramadan. And this is my first time actually preparing this much in advance. So I'm super proud of myself for doing that. So here we are after all of that chopping. We're going to go ahead and start making the egg roll mix. And I chopped up all the onions. I didn't show you guys that part, but these are the onions, and I am using coconut oil to saute these in, and you want to just make sure that the onions are super soft. Just adding in now the fresh garlic. I love the way garlic smells. Do you guys love garlic and onions together? It's something about that scent in the home that just, it reminds me of my mom. And I love chopping up onions and garlic and sauteing them. Now I'm just going to allow that cabbage to really wilt down in there. And I don't have a top big enough for this. I've actually bought this wok at Walmart a few years ago. And I think I got it on sale probably for like, I don't know, $25 or something like that, 30 bucks. It's a heavy duty one. And I added some of that chicken broth that I had made that I showed you guys earlier in this video. And I added that to the mix just to give it some seasoning, right? Just to give it some flavor, because I had all of that seasoning just sitting at the bottom of the jar and I wanted to incorporate that in the mix. I shredded the chicken breast and I added it to this wok. And you guys, it smells so amazing. If you do this in advance, you're going to be so happy that you did, because it just cuts your, your time in half, like even more than that. And all you have to do is roll your egg rolls and then fry them up. It's just super, super simple. This bowl right here, I bought, I want to say I got this during Thanksgiving. Yeah, this is the Tabitha Brown 3-piece set. And I love this bowl, you guys. This is the big one. And then I have a medium size and a small one. If you saw my Tabitha Brown haul, you would have, you would see the collection from Tabitha Brown that I purchased. And I knew that I was going to be prepping for Ramadan. So way back then is when I started thinking about Ramadan. I even started intermittent fasting 3 months ahead so that my stomach would be ready. My mind and my stomach and my body would be ready for Ramadan. So I don't know what I thought I knew about wrapping egg rolls, but I did it all the wrong way. And they turned out okay, but I really wish that I wrapped them differently, to be honest. And they did not hold up in the freezer very well. They stuck together, but they were great. So this is how they turned out, nice and light and crispy. I also made my own chicken burgers, and my son had a burger almost every single day. His birthday was on March 14th. He had a burger for breakfast. They have hardened up some. They not all the way hard, but they're hard enough for me to store them now. So these two I'm going to put in a container for Simone. These two right here, so she can have a couple of burgers for her lunch. And then the rest of these, and there's 2 rows in here. I'm gonna put these, so that's gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So there's 11 burgers that we are going to have for Ramadan. That's gonna be more than enough for me, Simone, and Shadan, and even probably afterwards. So baked some chicken this week, so I'm going to make some, you just like heat some of these up and add some barbecue sauce to them, or maybe just have them like this. This is going to be for Simone's lunch at school, and I think I'm going to shred up a couple of these, and then she can also have a chicken salad for lunch. So she'll have chicken salad one day, barbecue chicken another day, and then she'll have a burger on another day, and then chicken fingers and french fries on another day. And that'll pretty much end the Ramadan week. I mean, the week before Ramadan, my bad. And this is the lunch that I made for my sweetie pie sweetness. I took some of that broth that I made from earlier, like 2 weeks ago, and I added that to the rice when I cooked it, so it'll have some flavor. This is that baked chicken. I just reheated it up. And here is my daughter's lunch for today. Sunday best.